right, it's time for Discoveries with Dee. That's me. Happy Vlogmas Day 2. This is the unhinged channel of Dish with Dee. Do you know her? Her other channel is linked below. That's all health, wellness, and healthy lifestyle. This is all about craziness and fun. So today it's all about General Hospital. I haven't had a recap video in quite a while, so I thought we'd recap what's been going on. So if you are new here, hit that subscribe button and join us here. We are doing Vlogmas this year. We're going to have a video every day. I'm going to try my best to have a fun video up every day, and it's going to be a little unhinged, a little crazy, but that's what life is, isn't it? All right, General Hospital. I put some names down. Let's talk about it. All right, Tracy's been absent. She's been on vacay, which, you know, she had a big month, you know, with her Erica Slezak arc. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I think I mentioned that in the last video. I loved the whole run. I loved all of it. And I hope to gosh she comes back once in a while for a little bit of a visit, because she was absolutely delightful. But we haven't seen Tracy. Ned had a heart attack. And Drew taunted him and thought he was faking it. Who fakes a heart attack and why? So yeah, that poor man's clutching his chest. Had a widow, what do they call it? Widowmaker. So, and it's funny because all of a sudden he's up and around. We didn't see him in the hospital. He must have had to go somewhere or something, because we never saw him in the hospital. Think about that. We never saw him. So he's out and about, and wait till Tracy finds out that nobody told her. Now, why not tell her? I mean, good God, the man could have died. Again, things that they make me laugh, like, why not tell her? I don't know. But Drew being Drew. I love Cameron. I love Cameron Matheson. I do. He'll always be my, God. What was he? Ryan Lavery. He'll always be my Ryan Lavery. And he's a good guy. And he's apparently getting a lot of flack from fans about his Drew behavior. I think Drew's been hypnotized. There's something wrong. It seems like he got bad. I think there's something going on with the Cassidines and Drew. But, you know, I'm not a fan of him and Willow. And I mean, why would you go after your nephew's wife? Maybe because there's something wrong with you. Think about that. And Willow, she's such a little bird. I mean, I don't even know. No, so she told Nina yesterday she doesn't really love Drew. She just wants to marry him because it'll prove she didn't shoot him. So why would he marry somebody that tried to shoot him? I wonder, did she try to shoot him? And do you think that'll get her kids back? No, it won't. But I think that'll get her off the hook of the murder. And did she do it? I believe it, from what I'm hearing, buzz on the street, that it's a female. I don't know, but that's what I'm hearing. So that's what's going on with those two. And their wedding started yesterday. We'll see if they actually say I do, because that's today. I'm filming this on Tuesday. Carly and Brennan. Oh my gosh, Brennan makes Carly's skin crawl. I mean, literally, you can see her like, she literally wants to vomit in her mouth. I kind of get that. I mean, this is a man who supposedly cared for her, is putting her daughter at risk. Oh, when he finds out, when she lets him know that she knew, she's going to give it to him with both barrels. Yeah. I can't wait for that, because hell hath no fury than a Carly scorned. Am I right about that? I am. All right, Lulu. She's been pretty quiet. She's doing over the drama with Rocco and the kids. I mean, good God. You know, it's been a whole drama. That poor kid got beat up. We found out it was Sidwell that had him beat up. I mean, he's just not nice. It's one thing to be a villain, but to have a kid beat up in prison is just not good. You know. And then he shoots Dalton right in front of Bridge. I thought she was a little bit more, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think she'd be that upset about it, because she seemed like she never cared about anything. But apparently I'm wrong. She was very shooken up by that. You're my wife. Done. I thought he was annoying. I think he's trying to frame Rocco. Why? That was the question. I thought maybe Sidwell put him up to, but he didn't. So yeah, he's out. And Laura. Oh my gosh, Laura. Did you see her? It was reminiscent. It's funny, Jeannie Francis. It was reminiscent, if you don't remember. If you haven't watched GH since, I've been watching it since like late 70s, when she murdered David Hamilton. And literally it brought me right back, because the way she sounded was the way that young Laura sounded, like the tone of her voice, the inflections. I'm like, oh, that is Laura from circa 1977. I was like, it just her voice and the way she cried and the way she was like, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Laura. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. Circuit David Hamilton. Yeah. So he dumped the body in her car. Now, he's going to wonder why it never got found. And when Nathan pulled up, now, I was suspect about that. Was he sent there? Does he know? Or was there a tip about her? I don't know. Why was he there? I don't trust Nathan. I really don't. He seems like the old Nathan, but all of a sudden they're going to start giving you all the side eye where he's going to be going like, it's just going to happen overnight. You're going to get side eye. Maybe they're waiting for Maxie to come back for him to start revealing who he really is and what he's... I mean, he has the gunshot, but can they have put that on him to make him look like Nathan? Because let's face it, if a guy comes back from the dead, you're going to look for his wound that killed him. So maybe that gunshot wound is not real. I don't know. But yes, I'm hoping that we get Maxie back soon. I think her surgery went well, as far as I heard. She had some sort of, I believe, is a brain aneurysm. Very scary, very scary. That poor girl's been through a lot. But poor Laura, and she's done really a lot of good scenes in the last, month. I'm so glad they're finally giving her some story, because I felt like she was just like window dressing. But where's Kevin? I think Kevin's coming back, though. Like, if he's not going to be on the show, that's fine. Give her a new guy. Recast the role. Like, she talks about Kevin. We never see him, and he's supposed to be a psychologist. Of course, he was where he was in, like, Russia or somewhere. He was some overseas. He works on another soap opera, which is fine. So does Ned, which is fine. But, not having him there, it's definitely a loss, because you feel like she would have wanted him there. In fact, that's the first person she called when she won was him. But, yeah, I'm a little... All right. It was so nice to see Charlotte and Danny trying to help out Rocco. Like, Charlotte always has me wondering what's going on with her, because she never seems like she's dealing with a full deck. No, she always seems like she's a little bit off. Again, Drew's still out on that one. I'm really not quite sure. She's part Cassadine. There you go. Remember wasn't she visited by Victor and was the grandmother visiting her? I can't remember, but I feel like there was something about that. Gio and Emma. How cute are they together? I finally warmed up to new Emma. It took me a while because I didn't really care for her, but I've warmed up to her. Still have not really warmed up to new Brennan. I like the guy, but I just like the other one better. I do. In fact, there was a rumor. There was a rumor that he left because of the pace, and he said that wasn't true. I'm not sure why. So there was some kind of controversy about why he left. I need to dig up and find out why. But back to Gio and Emma. Sweet, but... how about Dante? Can we slap him upside the head? That guy is just a mess. Constantly blaming this kid. You know what? One kid is not responsible, the other kid does. This is the second time he's come down on this kid. I'm disappointed in him. Dante's been a real, I don't know, I can't think. I want to say the D word, but I shut it online. But that's what he's been. He's been a big old D. Oh, getting on my nerves. He really is. They keep ripping into this kid. Well, we do it. Like, shut up. Thank you, Brooklyn, for taking your son's side, because I wasn't sure where she was going to go. And how about their little cute reunion? Oh my gosh. Finally. I mean, it was like somebody flipped a switch, but I'll take it. But when he said Mom and he held her, I thought that was just sweet. It brought a tear to my eye. It did. Oh, and Curtis. Curtis is being pulled down for questioning. Curtis. It's funny. If he leaves the show, there really won't be a big loss there. I feel like Curtis is just, again, window dressing. He doesn't have much of a storyline. Of course, the whole him and Jordan thing now, let's rewind. When, he decided he was in love with Jordan again. Then she told him about the baby. He goes flying back to Portia and says, let's work it out. But 5 minutes ago, you were just pledging love to Jordan. Though she didn't know that, but we did. I'm like going, do you even really care for Jordan, or is she just a nice little piece? I don't know. I just feel like he goes back and forth with this one. He keeps talking to Portia about, let's try to work it out. But you got stringing Jordan along. Not a fan of that, not a fan of that, not a fan of that. So if he leaves, yeah. But keep Aunt Stella. I love me and my Aunt Stella. We all need an Aunt Stella. She's great. I love her. And Portia. Don't know who the baby's daddy is. Who do you think? I think it's probably going to be Curtis. Because they're going to drag it out. I feel like it's going to be Curtis's. But wait till I find out that it could be Isaiah's. Oh, and the poor guy, what if he finds out? And where in the heck is Anna? I guess she needed some time off. Is she sick? I heard somewhere that I don't think that's true, but do you believe it's Faison? I don't think it's Faison. I think it's making, well, they want her to think it's Faison. I could be. I think it's probably Peter August Heinrich. I never liked him at all. And that's Laura Wright, who plays Carly's boyfriend in real life. I think he's a terrible actor. I do. I never, ever, ever liked him. I just thought I just didn't think he could act. I'm like going, there's nothing believable about anything he ever said, so. And Trina dropped the tray when she heard that Portia was pregnant. Like, seriously, you told your aunt, you told your dad. What about the daughter? I don't know. I'm just, So what do you think of Giselle and Michael? I love Giselle. I do. I think she's pretty. I just like her character. And somebody said that there's going to be a love. Now, again, I don't know how true this is. There may be a love triangle between Michael, Jacinda, and Christina. I would love to see that. I really would. That'd be fun. I just would. But we'll see. And his alibi is going to fall apart. Do I think he shot Drew? No. Because if he shot Drew, he'd have killed Drew. Same thing with Sonny. If he'd have shot Drew, he'd have killed Drew. Let's put that out there. These are guys that are not going to leave a body breathing. Somebody like Willow, yeah, she's not that bright. But yeah, no. And that's what Michael should said. If I shot Drew, he'd be dead. So I do like Miss Jacinda, though. And Laura and Sonny having a lot of scenes together. It's funny, like she's been accused of those things, and now she's going to Sonny when things get bad, and Jason comes in and disposes of the body. I'll take care of it. I got it. I'll clean the car. We all need a Jason. Somebody to call to clean up the mess. I need a Jason. Nina and Ava, they've kind of been, how about Ava ratting out Nina to Portia? That's not a good friend. I mean, I know she's friendly with Portia, too, because of Trina, but I don't think you should have ratted her out. Or maybe just gave her some hints. I don't know, but I would have done that. That's typical Ava, though, right? We think she's nice, but she really isn't. Lucas and Marco, boring. They're not, I feel no chemistry. He's like milquetoast. I still don't like new Lucas. I don't like new Lucas. And nice guy, but I don't like him. I'm not vested. I love the other Lucas, Ryan Carnes. Just sometimes the actor just fits the role perfectly, and you just can't see it. And that's this one, not doing it for me at all. But yeah, we have it. Britt and Jason push-pull. She wants to come clean, but she doesn't want to come clean. She's going to come clean. And who's giving her the medication? Is there a medication for Huntington's that we don't know about that helps keep things at bay? I don't think so. It's probably experimental. You'd be better off telling me that the Huntington's diagnosis was wrong. See, that I would like more to hear than we have this medication you can take. But then again, it's not reality. I always forget that. I forget that it's not reality. Sometimes I'm like going, that can't work. Technically, in a soap opera, anything can work. But yes, I think I've caught up as all of I wanted to talk about. I mean, Liz is again windowed. We need to get Liz some storyline. She's just window dressing. She's just the nurse. I guess she's the new Jessie Brewer. Though Jessie had Dan. But she's just at her desk, where she's everybody's best friend, but she has no social life. We need to get her. I mean, her and Rick, is Rick really transformed, or is he secretly hiding something? Why does he want to help Sonny out? The Rick we all know and love always has an agenda. So that's what I'm thinking. And the Molly and Cody, how long of a burn do we need? They've been flirting for months. I know he's not a full-time player, but still. They're dragging this out. I'm losing interest. I don't even care that they may kiss at this point. I'm just so over it. I'm over it. Don't drag it out too long. There's such thing as a slow burn, and there's such thing as no burn. And they're no burning me because it's like it's dragging it out. Dragging it out. But finally, we have new photos in the intro. Finally. Now, from what I heard is the photos come from the, not from the show, more from the, I think the network. So that's why they didn't have them. But finally, we got Lulu's got a picture. I guess she's staying. Because, like, finally, Lulu, you know? She's been there a year. She finally has her photo up there. But some new photos. What do you think of Nina's new haircut? I kind of like it. Looks too much like Willow's, though. I thought that was weird. I'm like, your daughter almost has this. Willow's is a little bit shorter. Nina's is a little bit longer. She got those little side curls. But, you know, looks a little too much like your daughter's. That's just weird for me. But that is my catch-up. Let me know if I missed anything, which I probably did, down in the comments below. What are you thinking? Let's get this, you know, Drew trial on, and let's get this poor Rocco thing. Let's get these kids exonerated. Even though they were trespassing, they did admit that. But that poor kid. He's such a mama's boy type kid. Like you knew he was not going to survive in some place like that. But that is it. If you enjoy this, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and let's have a discussion, shall we? We should do lives. We should do General Hospital lives, maybe once a week, like at night. We should just maybe on Friday, if I have time, we should go live here on the channel, just talk about the week and be like, oh my God, did you see what they did? Did you see that? Oh my gosh, Aunt Stella. But I don't know, let me think about that. It might be fun to do once in a while, but I don't know, I'm always up for some fun stuff. So I will see you, my lovelies, in tomorrow's Vlogmas. I don't know what we have planned for tomorrow. I got to think of something. Last minute decision to do Vlogmas here. Can you tell? But fun nonetheless. So subscribe if you're not. Give this video a thumbs up and comment. And I will see you tomorrow, my lovelies. Bye-bye for now.